first step to putting a roll of 120 film in the back of a Hasselblad 500c is to carefully remove the film magazine from the body. You're going to see this little knob. We get that little magazine slide out of the way and you turn it counterclockwise to remove the spool holder. Gonna open up some film. One thing you just want to be really careful about is when you're opening your film, you want to make sure that your camera is ready to be loaded. This film does not have anything like holding it in place, so once you take this little tape off, it could completely unspool. And another really important thing is to really remove all of this little tape. It could get stuck in your camera and just gum up the whole works. So I've got my spool holder. One of the first steps is you've got this little lever. The spool from the previous roll of film is going to be left in your camera, so you've got to switch sides. You do so by just lifting up these little tabs, switching it over, putting it in place with the little knob. Then we're going to put our film in, get it on there, put that holder in, and you're going to wind it around the back, putting it under that little tiny silver piece up top. That's going to hold it in place while you get it loaded. Insert the tab into the take-up spool, and then just really gently, we are going to turn that take-up spool to get the film on there and loaded, and just really slowly there's going to be a big arrow that pops up, and that's how we know when to stop. There it is. There you go. On some cameras, on that little tab up top, there's a little triangle that shows you where to line up that arrow. Mine doesn't have it, but I just know it goes right in the front there. I'm going to put it back in our magazine, turn that knob, close it, and then we're going to turn. There's a little window on the back of your film magazine that'll open up. You watch as you advance that film with the spool winder on the right hand side when you're looking at it. We're just going to look through that little window. First, you're going to see some words. Winding, winding, just slowly, slowly keep winding. There's a couple arrows. There we go. Keep going. And there's Kodak. We're using Kodak Portra. And there's a number 1, and we stop there. Just for my own reminder, I'm gonna set my little dial because it's 400 ISO. And then over here on the side, we're gonna turn this knob counterclockwise until a little 1 pops up. There it is. And then close that. Line up the hinges on the magazine back onto your camera body. That top button is gonna click into place, and then here comes one of the most important things you need to do so that you don't blow it and totally ruin all your photos. Take that magazine slide out and you're ready to shoot. Opening up my viewfinder. There's even a little ground glass thing that you can release, but for this video's sake, I'm not going to release it. Adjust my focus. Here are some example images from a recent roll of Portra 400 taken on a Hasselblad 500c. I hope you enjoy.